Good morning, all. Today I am going to discuss about UI design fundamentals. So UI and UX design. So first one is evolution of fundamental user interface. Myself, Satish Kumar, associate professor. So here, user interface and user experience design. So it is the evolution of user interface design can be broke down into four periods. There are four periods. It is first one is the age of tools, then age of machine, and the age of software, and the age of self. With this rapid growth and exploration into human interactions with objects, the environments and technology have become essentials. So the age of tool is the using primitive tools, early human beings to communicate by drawing representations of animals and nature on stone surfaces. So where symbolically we first method to use to communicate. This symbolism would later develop into art, writing, documentations, and storytelling. So that is the age of tools. So over time, the tools became more sophisticated and resulting in some, that is example, pen. We are using pens, still being in wide use today. We have come for a full circle and are once more using simple symbols and iconography such as emojis and to single emotions and communicate subtitles to beyond the words. So that is the age of tools. Next one is age of machines. The age of machine, we build the objects at the scale to help our lives become easier. It was a time when the hardware itself was still the main user interface. One of the example is the invention of typewriter in 1868. That is by Christopher Ladam Scholz. We began tapping physical keys to create the words, still using our hands, but with the help of handwriter, replacement for pen. It saved the time and it created the consistent and practical format that could be adopted quickly. So the machines were being mass produced and the power shifted to them. So here the age of software. Next one is the age of software. The software needs a user interface and searching a model for that it could be easy to adopt. User interface designers turn to people's behavior and earlier hardware designs for inspirations. The peoples already have a mental model of that is typewriter's keyboard. They already know new type. This also applies to on mobile on screen keypads that looks like a mini versions of the same keyboards and typewriters. With the movement towards touch, the entirely new way of interacting with our environment began to be defined. So first one is a look back. So one of the first thing is that comes to the mind when we think about the history of UI/UX is the graphical user interface. So initially, the introduced by Xerox PARC in 1970s. Then with the popularized Apple with machine stocks in 1984. The change is the way people interact with the computer. So before the GUI, the people had used a command line interface to navigate the computers, where it is difficult to use. The graphical user interface with its icons and windows made computers more accessible and user-friendly. The introductions of World Wide Web in 1990s, it is one of the major moment in the history of UI/UX design. It is a hyperlink sites and simple browsers. The web enabled anybody to access and exchange the information online. It is a big potential for the designers to develop the user-centric websites, and they were physically used, visually beautiful and easy to use. So here the iPhone, that is the rise of the mobile device in 2000s and new difficulties and possibilities of UI designs. The smartphones and tablet designs as a layout and interaction design due to the tiny screens and touch-based interfaces. So some of the key figures and influences in the field of UI/UX design includes Steve Jobs, who user-centric design at Apple, Don Norman, who coined the term user experience, has written extensively on the topic. and the Jacob Nelson's, who is known research on the usability. Next one is look ahead. So here it is a look ahead is nothing but it is a future of UIUX designs. It is an artificial intelligence and machine learning in the interface is one of the best significant trends. With the new approaches to construct intelligence, the conventions interfaces that can compromise and respond to the users. So another emerging trend is the use of conventional interfaces. So likewise, user interface and the user experience. Furthermore, it is a technology which is used for embracing the building interface for the usable for everyone and in various devices, setting and situations, as well as ensuring the interface is not just simple and also easy to comprehend. Finally, it is an understanding the history and progress of UI. This may be creative and user-centric solutions. So designers can remain ahead of the curve and build interface that are simple to use and accessible, and by studying the history and current trends in the UIUX. So in that, with that evolution of user interface and user experience will be over. So from the decade 1980s and 1880s to now, still now, the user interface and user experience will be from the throughout the history we have covered. So next section we will discuss about the next topic. Thank you.